Thank you for joining me on my masterclass. Now today we're going to talk about a step-by-step guide to making money watching videos on your phone. Now a step-by-step guide to making thousands of dollars watching videos on your phone. You make that money monthly. And basically I did a video, I think it was about a year ago, and it's my most popular video ever. And it was a video where I talked about how people could make money on their phones. Now I gave you guys a number of websites. Now the first website I gave was Inbox Dollars. Inbox Dollars. I gave another website, swagbox.com. Don't worry, it's all going to flash up on the screen. And then pineconeresearch.com, and then mypoints.com, and then cashkick.com. I'm going to spell that out for my visually impaired viewers, and then earnably.com. So I gave all of these websites. Now the challenge is that if you look at the statistics, and obviously you guys can't see, but I can see it on the back end. You see about 48% of my subscribers now, and I've got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, about 48% of them are in Africa and Asia. Only about 52% of them are in other parts of the world. And so what happened is that in some countries, they've been blacklisted by the operators of these sites, and not just these sites, other sites. And then, so we had a lot of people saying that, oh, it was a scam, or, it's not working in my country, or it's racism. And it's not like that at all. It's not like that at all. You see, this is a sensitive issue, and my team and I, we had to go and think about how to talk about this, because it's a sensitive issue. So we have to choose our words very carefully. Now, what you try to understand is that in certain countries, especially in Africa, and more especially in West Africa, in certain countries, they have a very, very bad online reputation. So they have a very, very bad online reputation, and then this online reputation that they have, it's affected them to the point whereby they are blacklisted from a lot of e-commerce websites. So they're blacklisted from a lot of e-commerce websites. Now it has nothing to do with racism. It has more to do with fraud and scams. And you have to understand that these are businesses, these are capitalists. They are in this to provide a service for you whereby you make money and they make money. But by the time when they are being scammed, they've got to take measures to protect themselves. I'm going to give you an example. I'm a #1 best-selling author. I've written several books. I've sold tens of thousands of books, probably over 100,000 books. And then, I started selling books directly on my website because I would get free books from my publishers. And I said, okay, what am I going to do? I'm just going to sell them. I can't keep them in my house, especially when they were occupying a lot of space. We sold books all over the world. The time we started selling books in two particular West African countries, I'm not going to mention their name, but it's not Cameroon, it's not any Francophone countries, but two Anglophone West African countries. I'm telling you, we sold tens of thousands of books, in Europe, in America, in other parts of the world. We did not have one challenge. But then by the time we decided to sell books in these countries, we had so much challenges that I just gave an instruction to my staff that, look, we're not selling any more books, over there, just stop it. I mean, the stress is too much. I'm not going to die young because I want to help people. So that's what's happening. So that's why a lot of these sites, they are blacklisting some countries. It's because of issues like that, and it's not just only in West Africa, also in Asia. Some sites actually blacklist India. They blacklist other countries like, Bangladesh, sometimes the Philippines. So I mean, a lot of times when this happens, people over there don't say it's racism or it's a scam. They understand what's happening. So they take measures to go around it, because if you cannot break the law, which you shouldn't, then you have to know how to bend the law or go about the law. So I'm going to tell you guys today how you can benefit from this site, because these sites, I mean, I'm going to give you a very good example now. A site like swagbox.com has paid out $500 million by the last quarter. $500 million. So, I mean, some of that money has to come to you. So you don't start whining as if people owe you, they owe you to I mean, I got an email from a guy telling me, you know what, give me sites for my country. I just want sites that are specific to my country where I can be making money. Nobody owes you a site. Nobody prepares a site for your country. No, I mean, that kind of thinking, that kind of entitlement, I just don't know where it comes from. So you see, now, Inbox Dollars, They pay via PayPal. And then swagbox.com, they pay also via PayPal, and then they can pay you directly to your account. Pinecone Research, they pay to your account. My Points, they pay directly with points, so you earn points, and with those points, I've done another video that teaches you how to convert your points to PayPal Cash. Cashkick is quite easy. They pay directly through PayPal, and then Enably, they pay through points and through PayPal, and also very, very good, they also pay through cryptocurrency. But here's the thing: so if you're in one of these countries and you're having difficulty registering there, they're not accepting you, this is what you're going to do. There's two things that you can do. Now, the very first step, the plan A, you get a virtual private network, otherwise called a VPN. So you get a virtual private network to try to mask your IP, so that your IP is not seen as coming from your country that has been blacklisted by each of these 6 sites. So you get a virtual private network. I'll give you a very good example. Last year, the Nigerian government, they banned Twitter. And then when they banned Twitter, all Nigerians were on Twitter. Twitter did not see a drop in their subscriber numbers from Nigeria. So obviously, corporations could not go directly on Twitter, because then they'll have to answer questions to the Nigerian government. But Nigerian people who were on Twitter were able to go on Twitter. All they just did was they downloaded a virtual private network and they went on Twitter. So it marks their IP. And so what happens, a lot of people were seeing spike in Twitter subscribers from Bulgaria, from Hungary. It wasn't that people, all of a sudden, more people were going onto Twitter from Bulgaria and Hungary. It was just that VPN was masking users from Nigeria and then giving them an IP address like from Bulgaria and Hungary. So that's your plan A. So you can do that, get a virtual private network, and then you can benefit from these sites that pay you money just by watching videos or taking surveys on your phone. Because all of these 6 sites that I've given to you, Inbox Dollars, swagbox.com, pineconeresearch.com, mypoints.com, cashkick.com, and I'm going to spell that out later, earnably.com, all they do is that all you have to do is you just watch videos on your smartphone, or you take surveys, and then you get paid. So that's one way. Now, the second way you can do that, if that doesn't work for you, or you don't know how to download a VPN, or maybe you've never heard of a VPN, the second option is this. Then you get somebody in countries where they work to collaborate with you. And then when those people collaborate with you, what happens is that they register, and then you do the work, and then both of you split the proceeds. Now, in each of these 6 sites, they are not going to ask if you're living in America for a social security number, or if you're living in England for a national insurance number. So these are what you get with what they call passive income, disposable income. So you don't even have to report those kind of income, So a lot of people in Europe, in America, in Canada, and in England are going to want to collaborate with you, because this is easy money for them. All they're just doing is they're registering, and then you're doing the work, and then the money is coming to them, and then you split the proceeds. So how do you go about it? Now, if you go on your Facebook friends, you're going to see on your friends, you're going to see where they come from. So you look at your friends that live in Europe, in continental Europe, in England, in America, and Canada, and then you make a list of them, and then you start sending them Facebook emails, or if you have their phone numbers, you can contact them. You can tell them, listen, I've got this site, I want to do the work, I'm eager to do the work, it's completely legitimate. However, I have been blacklisted because I come from such and such a country, so my IP address is blacklisted. I cannot register. Can you register for me? I'll do all of the work, you just register, and then we share the profits. You can take 30% and I'll take 70%. If they say no, you can negotiate. Or you can go on Instagram and you do the same thing on Instagram. Or another thing you can do, you can also go to your contact list. Nowadays on Instagram, sorry, not on Instagram, on WhatsApp and on Telegram, you can actually see where people are based. If you go and look at their DP, you look at their kind of like their short bio, and then you can contact people, or you can just look at their numbers. Their numbers are going to tell you, like if you see 44, they live in England. If you see +1, it's America or Canada or the Caribbeans. You know, if you see 33, you know, maybe France. If you see 35, you know, other countries in Europe. So what you want to do is you want to, you know, collaborate with these people. You know, tell them, register for me, and then I will do the surveys, I will watch the video, so you can carry on with your life as normal. And then when you're paid, we share the proceeds. So that is something that you can do, rather than just say, oh, it doesn't work, it's a scam. No, 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 it's not a scam. They do work. If you go, like I said, that was my most popular video ever. If you go and look at the 5,200 comments, a lot of the comments are testimonials from people who have gone on these sites and they've made money. They've gone on these sites and they've made money. So if you look at the FIFO rating, FIFO is kind of like a ratings site or ratings agency for websites and for apps. You see that these are all genuine. These are all genuine sites. If you go on the App Store, or if you go on the Google store, if you look at the ratings, you see that these are genuine. Some of them have something like, you know, 1.5 million ratings, and then you see people from all over the world, and you know you can't fake those ratings. Those ratings are genuine. These are genuine sites. These are genuine sites where people are making money. So I'm going to read the sites again one more time, and I'm going to spell them out for my visually impaired viewers. So now the first one, obviously, Inbox Dollars. Inbox Dollars. No, so that's spelled I for India, N for Nancy, B for Bravo, O for Oxa, X for X-ray, D for David, O for Oscar, L for Lima, another L for Lima, A for Alpha, R for Romeo, S for Sam.com, inboxdollars.com. Now the second one is swagbox.com, and I'm going to spell it out for my visually impaired viewers. So that's S for Sam, W for William, A for Alpha, G for Governor, B for Bravo, U for Unicorn, C for Charlie, K for Kilo, S for Sam.com. Now the next one is Pinecone Research. Pinecone Research. So that's P for Peter, I for India, N for Nancy, E for Echo, C for Charlie, O for Oscar, N for Nancy, E for Echo, R for Romeo, E for Echo, S for Sam, E for Echo, A for Alpha, R for Romeo, C for Charlie, H for Harry.com. Now the next one is mypoints.com. So that's M for Mary, Y for Yankee, P for Peter, O for Oscar, I for India, N for Nancy, T for Tango, S for Sam.com. And the next one is Earnably. Earnably, and Earnably is E for Echo, A for Alpha, R for Romeo, N for Nancy, A for Alpha, B for Bravo, L for Lima, Y for Yankee.com. So you got Inbox Dollars, you got swagbox.com, you've got Pinecone Research, you've got MyPoints. Oh, I think I missed out Cashkick. So Cashkick is, it's not spelled with normal cash. So Cashkick is K for Kilo, A for Alpha, S for Sam, H for Harry, K for Kilo, I for India, C for Charlie, K for Kilo.com. So you got Inbox Dollars, swagbox.com, pineconeresearch.com, mypoints.com, cashkick.com, and Earnably. Now, my name is Reno Mokri. If you've watched this video and you have questions arising from this video, that's okay. Put them in the comments section of this video, and my staff are very good at collating comments, curating them. They're going to bring them to me, and I'll do my best to respond to them. Now, I might not respond to all comments, but I will respond to every category that is asked. And then you got to remember, I don't have a WhatsApp forum, a Telegram channel, or a Gmail email address. Now, scammers have seen that my videos tend to go viral very quickly. Like the video I was just talking about, almost 1 million views. And so they've created a number of fake YouTube profiles, and then they approach people in the comment section telling them helpline, guideline, one-on-one mentoring, you know, contact me for more profitable info. They are all scammers. They're going to dupe you. I'm the apostle of prosperity. I don't want you to get in poverty. This is Reno Mokri saying, God bless you.
But Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is